Did you miss me? I know you did. I know you did. You can't lie. Today we're going to be going over the Canon R7. If you're familiar with our Canon Rebels, this is going to be a piece of cake for you. All right, but we're going to go over the buttons that are on it and some important settings inside that are good to know. Ooh, back again with Chase Frank POV. Anyways, we're going to look at the physical body of the camera first, and then we'll go into the settings within. Battery port down here, plop that thing in, pop. Go on top, 1 click, photo mode, 2 click, video mode, indicated by the camera, ooh la la. On the side, SD card slot. I have an SD card in slot 1. If you want to put one in slot 2, by all means, go crazy. On top, I have this set to manual, and I recommend you do the same. I'm not even going to talk about the other things because I don't want to. Manual allows you to change and be in control of the most settings within, so I highly recommend that you do that. Over here, mic input via 1/8" cable. Down here, headphone port, also via 1/8" cable. You don't really need to worry about the rest of the things. It's a little more advanced. On top, record button. Over here, zoomy zoom. In the front, focus. Speaking of focus, haha, there are 2 options, autofocus, manual focus. Keep it in manual focus when you can, because again, we want that control. All right, now we're ready to look at the settings within. Flip open my viewfinder like that. I can flip it all the way forward if I'm filming myself, but I'm not. Down here, boom, shutter speed. And then I got my f-stop and then my ISO. If you want more explanation as to what that is, my lens video from my past explains it perfectly. Going up here, pressing the Q, that's where I'm able to access more settings. We're going to start over here on the left side. Right now, it's just using the built-in microphone, but I can adjust those levels if I'm popping in too loud or if I'm too quiet. Most of the time, I'm too loud. Digital zoom, don't worry about it. Movie record size, which allows you to set up your frame size and your frames per second. You can go to 4K if you want. You can change it to 60 frames per second. For this, we're going to keep it 1920 1080, 29.97 frames per second or 30 frames per second. Right here, that's just saying I'm selecting SD card 1 because I have one in slot 1. Go over here. This is white balance. It might be set to auto white balance. It might be set to one of these presets. I like to have it on Kelvin and set color temperature so I can do that manual adjustment to get the most accurate reading. Right below that, picture style. I keep it on neutral. The rest of the things, the camera's kind of deciding things for you, so keep it on neutral. That's the best setting. All right, so now that we've adjusted those settings, before we start recording, I'm going to go to menu. I'm going to go to sound recording. So if I have a mic plugged in, I want to make sure that this is either on auto or manual. Manual allows you to make those manual adjustments to the volume settings. That's what I prefer. Just make sure it's not on disable or else you're not going to get any levels. Once you have something plugged into the mic port, it's automatically going to detect that. You don't have to say like, hey, there's something in the mic port. It's going to see it. I like to keep these 2 things disabled. It just does some weird things to your audio. There's a bunch of other settings within these other tabs. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to go over to our little wrench and go down to where it says format card. I'm going to click on that. It sees that I have a card in slot 1. I'm going to click on that again. And then I'm going to format my card. I want to make sure that I have everything important off that card so that it doesn't get deleted. I'm not going to format it right now because I care about what's on the card. But when you format it, it tells the SD card, hey, here's this camera, here's the information we're going to give you, and that way none of your files get corrupted. At this point, you know her, you love her, and you're ready to take her out on the field to shoot some footage. Feel free, play around with the settings inside, white balance, shutter speed, all the other things we went over. You know, if you make a mistake, figure out how you got there and work your way backwards. It's the best way to learn. If you have any questions, feel free to come ask me. This has been Just In Case, Just Ask Jace. And I'll see you next time.